This is the demo, the how you can create the hard all rack system. The main feature of the all rack system. This is Simon, I am software engineer and I teach how you can boost your product and your project with AI. Doesn't matter that it's a AI agents, website, mobile apps, automation workflow. Nowadays you can improve your productivity with AI. But start to talk and jump to the business. This is the example to a restaurant vector store. That means in the Google Drive folder, we have all information about the restaurant, menus, stocks, offers, history about the restaurants, and rules in the restaurants. And let's say that tomorrow the boss of the restaurant want to add a new file, the entire workflow will be executed to update the database. We are going to go step by step how create this automation workflow. Well, the first step that we have to do is create a trigger. What is a trigger? Trigger is that node that starts the workflow. Could be a click, a chat. In this case, will be a Google Drive trigger. We have Google Drive, and we have two options. We are going to select changes on both specific folder. Here, we have to set the credentials to get access for the old folder. Go to new credential. Here we have to open docs. Here in docs, we have to go to Google Cloud. Once in Google Cloud, we have to create a new project. Let's create a new project. The name could be test restaurant. You have to select organization or not. In this case, I'm going to select my organization. Once we have already created, seguimos. Click on select project. We are already on the project, and we have to configure the go out concept screen. Get started. Let's see this restart rack. We have to add a support email. That is my email in this case. Let's say internal, could be external, internal, doesn't matter. Let's add email here as well. Finish, I agree, and create credential, OAuth client ID. Here in title of application, we have to make sure to select web application, set a name, and here, paying attention here in authorization related URL, you have to add, come back to n8n, copy this, create. Here we go. We have the client and secret client. Just copy paste it on. n8n. Now we are able to log in or sign in with Google. Let's see allowed. Sorry, that's in Spanish, but well, it's allowed. And we are already connected with n8n. What? Okay, we are already connected with Google, but we can select the mode. We are already connected with Google. We can select the mode. In this case, is how often we are going to execute this. Every minute is good. But here we got an issue because we don't have any access to any folder. That's why we are going to have permissions to our Google account. We have to go to Google Chrome again, enable APIs and services, here, Google Drive API, and just enable, and that's it. We have the permission for Google Drive API. Go to n8n again. Let's take a look faster. Ready. We are going to watch this folder, and here which kind of action we are going to watch. In this case is file is created, but also you can file is outdated or folder entire folder is outdated, but this case will be file is created. Now we are going to test that everything works as expected. Click on fetch event. Now we are watching that. Test the workflow. Let me know. We have to add first a document to the folder, which I already add. And let's test that now. Okay, that's good. Here is the file. And now we have to download the files here in n8n. Let's look for Google Drive options, and here we have something. Yeah, download it. Click on download and file. Now we have to specify by ID, and here we have to drag and drop the ID, but let's look for the ID of the folder or the file. Sorry, I'm not sure is this. Yeah, I think so. Is this an ID? Let's a tip here, guys, is pin the data, because this way you have the same data for all the test automation flow. I mean, when you are testing, you click here and you have the same data and you don't have to retry and retry. Let's test it. And boom, we have the file. Good. Now we are going to add the engine of this automation flow. Is Pinecone store vector, and click on add document to a vector. But here I would like to explain what is a vector store and what is Pinecone. Basically, the vector store is a specialized database for numerical vectors. It's designed to store, search, and get vectors, which often reference things like a text, audio, videos, or images that's been converted into vector using embedder. The key feature is that it's optimized to search by similarity rather than exact matches. But let me give you a couple of examples. For example, we have the example here with text. We have this text. This could be this simple phrase, or this could be an entire file. We are going to convert this to vectors, and we are going to store these vectors. And the same with images. We have these images, that is my logo, and we are going to convert with a module to embed module to convert this to vectors. And here the example, what is important for RAG, like a chat box RAGs. We have the question of the user. We convert this question to vector, and we are going to share similarities or similar vector to our initial vector. We have make comparison and return the most similar vector for our initial vector. Well, back to the automation. What is Pinecone? Pinecone is a software as a service that provide cloud services related with the vector store. Well, we have to create a credential that asks us to API key, and we have to go to Pinecone dashboard. When after you create your first account here, you will be in this dashboard and create a new index. Let's say that is the best restaurant index. We are less this in the same shape, the rest in the same shape. We are going to select that. I think that's it. We are going to create this index. We have to come to API keys and click on create API keys and restaurant. Chat with the name. We have the API key here. Go to n8n, paste it, save, and we are already connected. We are already connected and insert document. We are going to insert document. Now we have to add this model that convert the text, audio, or images in vectors that I told you. We are going to use OpenAI model. We have to set a credential here. In this case, I already have the credential, but you can follow the documentation about it. And let's save here. We are already connected. We are going to use the model recommended for that. It's 3 small. This would be great. Now we have to add the file downloader. We are going to use binary, and the rest we are going to keep in the same way. And we have to add a text splitter. Let's check recursive. And here, if that's something for test, maybe 100 or 500 will be good. That is the how much bigger is the chance to compare the similarities. We are going to say 500. I think that's already it. Let's test the entire workflow. And this workflow is executing, waiting for store in vector store, and boom. Let's take a look here. Here we are. Here we have our data in our vector store. Looks pretty nice. Well, we already have this vector store generator. As I told you, you can download that. The link is on the description of the video, but as I promised, I'm gonna show you an entire workflow, a real use case where I use this workflow or this vector store. This workflow will be on the description of the video as well. That is the AI voice agent that use the vector restaurant store, and it will execute with the voice. Let me tell you. Here we have the agent, and we can call them. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Eric. This is La Maison restaurant. How can I help you today?
Hey Eric, do you have any salmon in your menu? As you can see, it's look for there.
Yes, we do have salmon on our menu. I'll check our database for the specific dishes and any potential discounts for you. One moment, please.
Well, guys, as you can see, you can reuse this entire workflow for other use cases. And if you enjoyed this video, please follow me.